Okay, so cricket is where we turn our attention to now on the SportsMax zone. Chennai Super Kings have strengthened their chances of qualifying for the playoffs with 2 remaining games in the preliminary round of the Tata Indian Premier League, getting a win against Robman Powell's Delhi Capitals earlier on Wednesday. After winning the toss and batting, Chennai posted 167 for 8 of their 20 overs, with Shivam Dube top scoring with 25 and Ruturaj Gaikwad getting 24. The Australian Mitch Marsh was the best Capitals bowler, taking 3 for 18 in 3 overs. Axar Patel was also among the wickets, taking 2 for 28. Delhi Capitals struggled from the second ball of their reply, losing David Warner for a duck. They lost wickets regularly before the South African Riley Rousseau tried to push the scoring. The left-hander top scoring with 35 of 37 deliveries, but it wasn't enough. Chennai's impact substitute Matisa Patirana executed his job quite well, taking 3 for 37 as Delhi Capitals were restricted to 140 for 8 to lose by 27 runs. Let's have a look at how the table is now after those exciting moments in the IPL today. Chennai Super Kings now within 1 point of leaders Gujarat Titans following that victory over the Delhi Capitals, who are still stuck at the bottom of the table with 7 losses in their 11 matches so far. So the Titans on 16, 1 ahead of the Super Kings, the Mumbai Indians, Lucknow Super Giants and the Rajasthan Royals in 3rd, 4th and 5th respectively with 12, 11 and 10 points. But the top 4 making the playoff stage, and at the moment we have 4 teams on 10 points, which is just 1 point off a playoff spot, with about 3 or 4 rounds remaining in this Indian Premier League. So things as tight as you would expect. Cricket commentator Nikhil Uttamchandani joining us now on Zoom. Chennai Super Kings getting a good result today, Nikhil, and putting themselves 1 point behind the leaders Gujarat Titans in the preliminary round.
Yeah, it was a fantastic performance, Lance, and I think it just depicts how good of a leader MS Dhoni is. The way that he has been able to inspire is the right word. This team attack, especially with a young 20-year-old in Pathirana who continues to take wickets and has been in excellent form, or even Tushar Deshpande, who's now 3rd in the leading wicket takers after a couple of rough IPL seasons. I think it's just a testament to how good of a leader he truly is, and even himself coming to the party with the bat in hand, a perfect all-round performance for CSK.
Yeah, your thoughts on the player of the match today, Ravi Jadeja? He only scored 21, yes, off 16 balls and took 1 for 19, was it? His contribution solid, but do you think that was the right pick?
I mean, it was tough. There were a lot of performers. Maybe I think I would have gone with Dhoni, not only for his 20 from 9 deliveries, but his captaincy. I keep underscoring the way he's led the team. But I think Jadeja, on that surface, he only had 160 out on the board. That 4 overs just for 19 runs was critical. And it shows me that this Chennai team, I think, is extremely versatile. And if they catch you on a pitch like this, in Chennai, sluggish, balls spinning a bit, not really coming onto the bat, I think they have way too many options on this surface in terms of with the ball in hand to really catch teams out. So I think if you're a team looking into that top 4, you really hope that you're not playing Chennai at the chip-up, because you could be in for a real grueling encounter if you come up against them in the semi-finals or the final.
Exactly, and if you're a team like the Delhi Capitals, what I've noticed is they continue to struggle in the power play. Of course, they continue to lose wickets at the top of the order. And Nikhil, it's not working out for them. They've been trying different batsmen at the top of the order, and still Delhi Capitals not getting it right.
Yeah, I'm surprised, Maria, to be honest, when I look at their decision-making. First of all, as you mentioned, they were 65 after the first 10, and anytime you're chasing 160, you're always behind the 8 ball. But I look at some of their decision-making, and it just doesn't make much sense. Axar Patel, who's been probably their best batter in the last 5 or 6 games, coming in really late. He got 21 from 12, but I think it was a bit too late. And they sent someone like a Ripal Patel, who used 16 deliveries for just 10, on a surface where I think Axar Patel was a bit more suited. I think they've, like you see on screen, the run-outs, they've had some errors which been unforced. And I think for David Warner's men, it's going to be a time to really go back to the drawing board after this season, and I think come a bit better with their recruitment, because they just haven't come to the party with bat in hand, and it's really been a disappointment.
Yeah, Nikhil, there were times today when I felt I was watching the West Indies at their worst when I looked at this Delhi Capitals team. David Warner at the end of the match saying we threw our wickets at the top. There was not any good bowling to get us out. He also pointed to the 55 dot deliveries that they would have faced in their innings. I'm just at a loss for what has really gone wrong or hasn't gone right for the Delhi Capitals team, and today was just another example of why they have struggled all campaign.
Yeah, well, first of all, Ricardo, let me say welcome back. Great to see you, and of course, you have to find a way to tie in the West Indies. But what I would say is I think similarities in the lack of intent, especially with that top order, and I mean all the other teams are shifting things in the in the power play to try and win those first 6 overs. And for me, Delhi really have missed their captain, Rishabh Pant, obviously who's been injured. I think they really missed that sort of stir that he provides in the top order, especially in those first 6 overs. And I'm surprised someone like a head coach, Ricky Ponting, didn't try a bit more. You see what Chennai have done with the sort of pushing up the order of a Shivam Dubey or even a Ajinkya Rahane and how he's been unlocked. And then you see Delhi, who haven't really tried anything, still afraid to send Axar Patel. We haven't seen Robman Powell come back in the team. And yeah, it's really already disappointing showing from them, to be honest.
Yeah, well, the action for the remainder of the week, of course, will be live on SportsMax on Friday and on the SportsMax app every day. From this point, we're still unsure which teams are going into the playoff segment. But can you pick a winner at this point, Nikhil?
It's really tough, Lance, honestly, because of the nature of this IPL, the unpredictability. But what I would say is I think those two teams at the top of the table, because of their spin attack, on these surfaces, like a Chennai, I think probably are the best suited, Gujarat and Chennai. But I will look at that Rajasthan Royals team, and I just think, you look at Josh Butler, you look at Jaiswal, they've got an important clash against KKR tomorrow. I think they win that, go into the top 4, and if they get into the playoffs, boy, you don't want to see them because they can be dangerous. Similar to KKR, to be honest. If they find a way to sneak in, Russell and Co., the power that they possess with Rinku Singh, I don't know, boy. This IPL could go either way, but you love to see it. This is exactly what you want.
Yeah, always great talking white ball cricket with you, Nikhil. We will, like you will be, continue to monitor IPL, which is a really, really exciting product that all cricket fans have to love. Thanks, Nikhil. We'll be in touch.
You guys.
Yeah, break time. Back with more on The Zone after this.